Hi everyone, my name is Ruben, and today I'm going to talk about the trees, water, and peoples. It is non-profit organizations which I'm currently involved in, and I'll give you a more detailed informations. Here are the contents led. It was introductions and achievements, and also the conclusions. Before we get started, let's imagine in this morning you turn on the faucet and the water came out. When we wash our face, brush our teeth, the water's still flowing. We didn't think it is important, right? However, for 300 million people in Africa, the faucet does not exist. It only had the water bottle with a collection of the rainfall waters. For 55% of rural Africa, there is no safe water to drink. Instead, they work an hour to get the water make their family sick. Every year, the government is spending like $25 billion on the waters. Every year, there is 35,000 children die from the unsafe waters. But here are the things. So one thing could change this, to reverse this, is the trees. Something we saw in our daily life. Do we care about the trees? We should, because it could help us to improve the climate change. Trees can filter water, can stabilize soils. One tree can interrupt hundreds gallons of the rainfall each year, recharging the groundwater for millions. That is why organizations like us do restore the forest, recovering the earth, and supporting our communities. Today we will show you what we done and how we do. Who we are, what do we do. The story should be started by Kami and Jenny. They start joining the Peace Corps volunteer and then planted a lot of trees. But more importantly, they began to considering a real question: why are trees all being cutting down? And the turning point is happening in 1998. Years later, he returned to US in contact with two close friends. It was a forest expert. They looked at a disappearing forest and realized the truth. Planting trees alone does not solve the problems unless you address why people are cutting them down. Otherwise, the other thing we do is meaningless. So we are start focus on social economic challenge instead of the environmental itself. They realize people cut down the trees to cook their food. So the solution is not stop cutting. It's not about educating them. It's about helping them reduce their needs of firewood to increase their incomes. So our case one is in Mesoamerica in Honduras. And the problem over there is poor families spend a large portion of their money on the firewoods and worsen the forest degradations by cutting trees. And the toxic smoke from traditional stoves is leading the cause of respiratory disease. Imagine children's office coughing and the blue sky is full of a toxic smoke. What are we gonna do? We provide just a stove. So we providing them a clean cook stove built with local materials, and the stove reduce firewood use by 50 to 70%, and the carbon dioxide emissions is reduced by at least 1.5 tons per year. And we eliminating the smoke outside the home. So TWP director has mentioned that people can only protect their homelands if they can support their family, because we build networks to promote a workforce and workplace, for them. And the second one is livelihood and community empowerment. So the problem over here is Mesoamerican countries are facing a migration crisis and lack of economic opportunities, and climate change is forcing them hundreds of thousands of people to leave their homes and to sacrifice their job opportunities, and planning immense pressures on the already strained community service. Our solution is local enterprise, gender equalities, and saving the group. So what do we have done? We supporting a 27 community-based enterprise and saving group, supporting a 2 women's artisan cooperative in Mexico, and creating a small business opportunity through Stove Master Network. That will be done in Honduras. So The important thing about this is creating local jobs and building economic self-recycles. At the end, we are focused on 4 areas: dignified livelihood, environment, stewardship, gender equalities and inclusions, and youth developments. That is what we have been done 4.3 million trees planted and 30,000 inch of forest protect under the core management, and also 8 community runs that produce 65,000 of trees annually. So, what are you waiting for? Contact us. We need more peoples and donation to achieve our goals and provide our planet. Here's our address, phone numbers. If you are interested, call us and send emails. Ask for further information. Thanks for watching.